In the past 2 years, I have been from the East Coast, chatting with cleaners in the Happy Factory, to the West Coast, during which time I have trained more than 270 cleaners in 25 offices, from New York to Atlanta, to Texas, to California, to Canada. And if there was one common theme, one common challenge I saw in all offices, it was exactly what I started this presentation with. Defining levels of expectation and then clearly making those levels of expectation clear to both your external and internal clients. If everyone understands what everybody is to expect and those expectations are delivered consistently, you will have a perfect circle of excellence that will just keep rolling and growing. Can you see this? This looks like it's a crack in the ceiling, but actually it's cobwebs that are hanging off of the ceiling. Or how about this? That's not a paint speck on the floor. That is dust that we got off of that air vent close to the floor. No, folks, these are not one-time cleanings. All of these examples are weekly or bi-weekly clients because that's all I work with. For a couple of reasons. It's difficult to teach process when it's more scrubbing than process. I really only care about the repeat clients, so that's what I want to make sure you know how to clean perfectly every time. And thirdly, I don't think the deep cleaning is a concern. You know what to clean in a deep cleaning. You would never leave a vent that dirty in a deep cleaning. But after this client's given you $2,000 to $3,000, you'll leave his vent that dirty. Kind of an oxymoron. So, repeat client expectations. Are clients fussy? Should this client cancel? Should this client cancel? Should this client complain? Should this client complain? But I'll tell you, most clients call me and say, I've got this really picky client. And I'm like, what are they picky about? If it's one of these issues, I'd say you have a practical client who wants what they're paying for. I also have to ask you this question. Does the home look as good in 6 months as it did after your deep clean? You owe it again to your client to tell them that. If you want that home to look as good in 4 months as it does today, you need to pay every now and then for wet wiping your baseboards, your door facings, your frames, the front of the kitchen cabinets, the front of the bathroom cabinets, the inside of the refrigerator, the inside of the oven, all of those things that cost more money for a deep clean. If you do not tell them this, they're going to expect you to continue to have the house looking as good as it does the day you did the deep clean. And in 4 months, they're going to go, oh, they aren't cleaning as good as they used to clean. Well, you know what? You're not. But you didn't tell your client to expect that level, did you? I believe that this is the reason why it's difficult for me to find any companies who have 754 repeat clients. The gross revenue is growing leaps and bounds because of the one-times and the move-ins and the move-outs. People don't clean their houses anymore when they're moving. They're too busy. They hire a cleaning service to do it. But folks, I am old enough to have lived through a couple of recessions during my 20 years of owning a residential cleaning service, and I made it through every recession with a stronger bottom line than I went into it with, unlike most of my competitors. Why? Because I had a huge repeat client base. Those people are addicted to cleaning, like people are addicted to heroin. Except for this is a good addiction, right? They're not going to give up those cleanings. The wife's going to go back to work if she has to, but she's not going to clean those houses. But people who are moving, who lost their job, are going to clean their own houses. They aren't going to hire you to get it done.